Don't turn the mic up in my headphones, yo. Not really.
All right, you good? All right.
Just doing rap cliches. Sorry.
I got a 9-syllable gun. I don't fucking know. What the fuck am I talking? Why am I British rapping?
The thing go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Skia.
So like for the Norm thing, when I found out Norm Macdonald died, that was when I was in Atlantic City the other day, and I was at the Tropicana, so I walked right to the Chelsea pub. You ever been to that little spot right there?
I've seen the sign, but I don't think I've ever been into it.
They have a pool table. That's the only reason I thought you might have like gone and checked it out at some point. But it's not a good pool table, and they charge you by the hour, and you still have to fucking pay quarters on it, which is retarded. But
that's
like,
crazy.
But it's like
you gotta rent it and buy the game.
It's like $2 for a half hour, and it's just like they.
It's just so there's probably no like fist fights over the fucking who's up next.
Well, because it's
the
like
clientele,
dude. You know, it's like right next to the Econo Lodge. Like they're getting a certain demographic of pimp. Coming in and probably like dragging their fucking stable across the pool. Off to a good start.
Fucking chucking the pool cues like spears and shiznit.
Oh fuck. This is already going to be a lot of editing.
Welcome to the Ku Klux Klan podcast, sponsored by David Duke.
This is the Black Cross podcast.
And Blue Chew. Get your dick hard. I wish I didn't fucking stutter on that one.
That's actually pretty good. They came through pretty clean. No, so like I was
my dick's already hard. Sorry.
Black Chew. So like I got the news Norm Macdonald died. I'm like, fuck, I want to just go like be at a bar or do like something that's not in the casino. So I went to the Chelsea pub and I was like shooting pool and like, you know, having a few cocktails, which I don't normally have. I just realized like I haven't had a drink until like last week. I didn't have a drink since Memorial Day.
Damn.
And I was like, all right, this kind of was like nice, but like I don't really.
You deserve it, babe.
It's like I just drank tequila straight, like for like not like 2 days straight, but like every time I drank, I had like, you know, some tequila with my meal, and I was like, all right, I get why people do this. Like I just like.
I actually went through a phase like that when I was wearing suits and stuff. I would have like one stiff drink and then just face my day.
Nice
I was like,
cocktail.
Nice breakfast. Nice half a glass of fucking Casamigos.
Dude, like everybody I know has like a fucking Mad Men phase where they just think they can drink casually.
I'm in the pocket, man.
That's exactly it. Like,
literally, I was like, let me just have one big swig before I leave the house, and then I'll just coast through the rest of the night. A couple beers, nothing crazy. And
then like 2 months later, it's like, oh yeah, you got a DUI. Like, yeah, he lost his license, man. He's fucking dumb. He fell asleep at a stoplight.
Gained 100 pounds and his liver's failing.
Oh yeah, like. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one with Jay gets home. Why the fuck does it smell like blunts in here? Jay, I was recording a podcast. Listen, I know you're not in the business.
It's like Rogan when like Stanhope comes over, he just lets him smoke cigs. And it's like, fuck it. I'm not recording unless I can smoke a fucking pack of Reds.
I fucking love that Stanhope episode of Getting Dug with High, or he changed it to Getting Dug with Drunk. Yeah, at Stanhope's just like ripping darts and fucking like has like I don't know if it was Bingo or he had someone else, but someone was like making him cocktails, and like as the podcast like went on, like there was just clearly edits because there's just empty glasses next to Stanhope, and he's like, you know, he doesn't drink slow, like he drinks pretty quick on fucking stage. Like,
oh yeah. He's like, an alcoholic.
Yeah, he's like a full-blown alcoholic.
Yeah, he like when he gets sober for like 1 month a year, he has to drink medicinally.
It's funny.
He still drinks like a pint a day just to keep like the shakes off.
That shit like sucks. That you like. There was a guy that I lived with in the trailer park in Louisiana that had like he had to do that. He turned straight up yellow because he was like trying to kick the booze and his liver was failing, so he got jaundice. But like I would just catch him like he said the one day he had to go to the doctor, so like he had a truck but no license because he got it revoked.
It's the guy with the light switch for a starter or whatever.
No, that was another guy. That was Puro. That was
like, we just gonna bypass the whole ignition. I'm gonna put me a light switch.
It took us fucking 4 days, but it was kind of cool because it was like a racing switch.
Just like a stolen truck.
No, it wasn't a stolen truck. Like
we gonna bypass the ignition, Joe, and then I'm gonna have me a truck.
Well, he like if it was a stolen truck, the key he had wouldn't have worked in it. But I knew it was his truck. But no, it was fucking sketchy. Like I did think that he was like fucking doing something shady.
Why don't you jam you a flathead in that fucking ignition?
Nah,
start cranking on her.
It wouldn't like fire up if the key wasn't in the column. It was that the column didn't have any connection to the alternator for whatever fucking reason. And like so what he had to do is he had to hop the fucking column like directly from the ignition.
Like repair it right, where you'd probably have to like replace a bunch of shit.
The entire entire column.
Trace it back and all that.
Well, we did. We traced the entire thing back, but then there, like, he has a Ram, and I don't know if it's a Ram thing or if it's just a truck thing, but it's like, yeah, it's like all like intertwined in your fucking, like literally in the steering column. And he's like, I would have to remove the entire thing, rethread it, figure out why the starter's not connecting. It's probably just like, because he thought it was like a fuse thing at first. So the first thing I was hired to do for him was like hold the flashlight so he could change his whole fuse box out. Sure enough, nothing fucking kicked it. So then I jumped him, and he's like, all right, so that means that the battery probably was dead. Sure enough, next morning, battery's not dead. So we have to go to AutoZone. Gets the battery tested. Battery's fucking fine. He's like, all right, then it's the alternator. We go fucking pull the alternator off. Fucking flywheel's connected, and it's working. So he's like, all right, well, I bought the alternator. I might as well just do the whole goddamn thing then. And he gets everything backtraced to the steering column, and then is like, I can't rip this without like having this go to a fucking shop and me doing the fucking work at the shop, like, because I need to like get under it like in a way where I need it elevated. So like he's just like,
shop's gonna like be like, hey.
Well, it's like Louisiana. You can like people know people that have like
True.
fucking like shit. Like he's a resourceful ass guy. Like, yeah, people that know people that have like shit.
Louisiana people know people, boy.
Well, you know, you got a fan boat that needs a belt. You know, I got the guy. You can just get yourself one of those right off the shelf.
This alternator's a bit of a difficult situation.
Chrissy, quit sticking your cock. Christopher, quit sticking your cock in the fucking tailpipe.
I didn't.
I was getting for warmth. I don't know why
You're a disgrace. You're an embarrassment. You're weak.
I don't know why Christy's got Down syndrome when I do the Christopher.
My name is Christopher Motosante.
Mr. Sponte.
I'm in the mafia.
Let me do the books. This is the worst podcast to date yet.
I think it's great. This is my favorite one.
Fucking sponsored by the KKK and Christopher Multisantes Down Sante.
Tony, they did not have all the collection. Now he's Chinese. My Down syndrome and fucking Yan just blend together.
They're close. It's close. Dude, the fucking, I still can't, like, once in a while I'm at work and I just have, like, you have your intrusive thoughts. I've kind of curbed, like, my intrusive thoughts by just thinking, like, pleasant stuff, but, like, pleasant stuff usually just makes
me... What a fucking solution there.
No, but I mean, like, if I do just, like, think about my mom all day, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like, there's no fucking question about it. But, like, I was thinking at work the other day, I was like, what's, like, the funniest thing, like, you can think of that you saw this year so far? And I was like... Probably that Chinese guy in the elevator at fucking Live, where I just like walked in. How we up today? He's like, how we doing today? Not good. And he's just making this like noise with the door open, just like, bro, I fucking had
probably just lost all his money and had like crazy agita from all the fucking Kung Pao chicken he ate the night before, dude. All the soy sausages. He's like, not good.
I go in there and fucking take down a tournament for $1,000. This guy just fucking put the rent, has to go ride a fucking dollar bus back to China.
That's the way it is in the fucking casino, man.
It's not fucking...
You have your worst day ever and you walk by someone winning like $10K on a fucking slot machine. You're like, fuck, dude.
I just
donked my paycheck.
I
just gave it to him.
Dude, why does the person with the fucking biggest stack get dealt pocket aces? Why is it? It's because fucking sometimes luck is just not on your side, my dude. But you know what? I find it funny. I find it all relative. I lost to a guy named Jose the other day.
No way, Jose.
Dude. Yeah. I can't press the buttons at the same time. There you go. Yeah, there's that. And then I'll give you that one. No, I was playing
I was going for the clap, actually. So I got the clap.
Yeah, fucking round of applause or something. But, boo. There we go.
I literally just blankly stared, like, what?
Yeah. No, like, I've been talking to my dad about how I've been, like, bookkeeping on my poker fucking shit, and he's like, all right, well, that's good. So I told him I wanted to bump myself up, and I, like, gave myself a little bit bigger of a bankroll and sat at a table. I sat at 2.5, so buying max is like 1,000, which you're kind of like encouraged to do because you have less of a chance of going all in. You make yourself look like you kind of are more capable because you have the bankroll to do so. And like people that have like a $1,500 stack aren't going to put you all in like right off the bat. You're not going to like get felted with like a
little more of a
like a cushion, as they call it, like padding or whatever.
It's more of like a legitimate game too versus like the fucking
just going for rips, like, you know, sit down, go all in,
1-2 or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, 1-2 is what I usually play. But the fucking like this dude was just like, he fucking put me in a tough situation. He went all in. He only had like $200 behind. So I was like, I got like double his stack. I'm not going to lose much by going all in. But then another guy goes all in for like $49. So that like should have been a deterrent right there. Whereas like this dude just wants to go all in. He's probably repping like 2 pair. I had a flush draw. And he fucking sure enough felted me. And then like the whole time he's just grinning at me and fucking playing with the fucking 25, playing with the quarters that I just fought. Like he just greased off me. And I'm like, this is fucking weird, man. Like, cause he was like legitimately, like significantly a better player than me. But
he was
like,
probably getting his shit kicked in that day, or was he up?
Oh, he was fucking way down before, and like that.
Showed up, and
then I showed up,
back,
and that fucking monkey. Like,
I got this fucking retard bankroll,
red-eyed fucking moron,
fucking wannabe poser, fucking playing on Poker Stars all day, thinking he's gonna touch Daddy's fucking stack.
Fucking take the snake jacket off.
I don't think so.
Take the snake jacket off, you fucking pole smoker. That snake jacket did help though, man. I don't know what it is. It makes my table. I feel Russian or something like that.
It's all about the fucking vibes, man.
The big gold chain.
When I got
helps.
my gear on and like the Honda jacket and like I fucking clean my helmet, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna get my dick sucked today.
I thought you meant like you touched your dick.
Yeah, I pulled my dick out of the light. I'm like, hey, sweetheart. I touched the tailpipe, fucking brand my helmet, fucking Honda logo on my shit.
You had the little wings on either side.
Sick.
Yo, want to hear something fucking crazy? My dad is just like, hey, one of the guys I worked with at the real estate company died the other day. And I was like, oh, that sucks. What from? He's like, guy was 59. I was like expecting like corona. I was expecting vaccine, something. He's like, nah, guy was doing cocaine and he got a batch that had fentanyl in it. And I'm like, fuck.
You heard obviously about like Fuquan Johnson and Kate Quigley and
I heard there's a lot of fucking bunk going around though right now with like the spike batches and shit.
I've never heard of Fuquan Johnson before this, but he's a stand-up out of LA. He was at the store and stuff. He died. Some other Puerto Rican or Hispanic male, I don't know if he's an actor or comic, died. Some Hollywood party.
Oh, word.
3 or 4 people died, and then Kate Quigley was the only one who survived.
Damn.
She was in ICU, but she's like apparently okay now. Fentanyl coke.
Dude,
that's fucked.
It's fucked. Yo, there's this like...
There's memes going around about people dosing fucking hundreds of pounds of weeds with fentanyl and dosing fucking thousands of edibles with fentanyl and shit. And I'm like, is this just like a ha-ha funny or like...
No.
Is the cartel like... Is there a reason why these edibles are fucking knocking me out every night? Like, I mean, they're dosed properly. Like, I'm cool with it.
That's fine. I mean, like, all fentanyl really is, it's like, it is lethal, but it's like they put it in like a minuscule amount of shit to like make it like more addictive, from what I understand. Because like they like all the dope heads, they like
there's people addicted to straight fentanyl. Too.
Yeah, like fucking that fucking guy the homeless guy that was giving me a haircut, which I'm not getting into that story on the pod.
That's
at least
a good
not
pod story.
That is
it
a good
doesn't have
pod.
to be right now.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll save that for like a third mic or like whoever's here.
We should do like themes. Like, I know we always say it, but it is more fun to go on and just ramble. But with like the drug pod, we should do like AC stories pod.
Yeah, that'd be good. I like the weekend catch up though. That's like I haven't seen you. I like want to hear about Chincoteague. Like, what'd you do down there?
A whole lot of fucking nothing, man.
I mean,
know. It's just a nice, chill, little shore town. I don't know. We didn't really do much. Went out to eat, smoked weed on the beach. Like fucking, not much. Had a nice house, a nice view on the water, but.
Did you guys see the horses?
Kind of, like you could see them from the road, but like they're in like a sanctuary or whatever, so it's kind of far away.
Yeah.
They only in Assateague you can see them running around on the beach, but like on the Virginia side you can't.
Yeah, and like Assateague you can like drive like right up, and you drive like entirely down the beach to this.
You can do
like,
that in this one too, but there's no horses there.
Boo.
They run the horses across from the Maryland side to the Virginia side, and then they auction them off, and that's how they fund their volunteer fire co or some gay shit.
Oh, so it's like horse trafficking.
Yeah, then we all fuck the horses. So I loved it down there.
Yeah, did you see any
horse
fucking horse
pussy?
boners?
Tremendous.
See any horse hogs, man?
I sucked them.
Jesus.
Mustang
dude,
Sally.
that's a great one, dude. What about fucking high school stories? Miss is a great. Like, I'll have to bleep her name, but we could just refer to her as the librarian at our school.
High school stories, like no girlfriend stories though. Just
no, that's
like,
fine. Yeah,
fun dude, fucking like Timmy farted in the lunchroom and everyone cracked up type fucking stories.
Dude, let's start out with the fucking librarian story. So like, I don't know what iteration of this you've heard, but this was.
Let's hear your version first.
Yeah, so my class was 2005 to 2009. So when I got there in 2005. The rumor was that the year before I got there, and this was verified by all the upperclassmen, and it could have probably just well been a rumor because there's also this rumor about a naked guy that got expelled. Like one of the senior pranks was that a kid locked himself in one of those janitor locker things. Like, you remember how there's like the janitor closets, but they had those like big lock. I don't know if they're like cage lockers. Like, we had them in the band room too, but some kid locked himself in one of those naked. And then they opened it, and he just, like, pushed past everybody and ran through the hallways naked. And he was, like, still wearing shoes and shit.
That's hilarious.
Like, apparently that was, like, a fabrication, but, like, all the upperclassmen and everything verified it. But still, fucking hilarious. Cheeky. So, like, the other story...
Got expelled, though?
Yeah, he got expelled. But I don't think that it ever happened. So, like, I don't know. Because there was never a name associated with it.
Yeah, man, he got expelled. He's never been back.
Fucking went to jail. He's in prison right now.
Yeah, he's upstate with Bubba.
But then the other story was... a bunch of seniors went to Atlantic City and had. Oh shit! I was supposed to not say her name. Like, she so the rumor is that she back in the 90s did a porno called Mustang Sally. It was on some compilation of like chicks that are dressed like farmhands and whatnot, going and jerking off horses and like sucking horses and like eating horse pussy and shit. I don't know the authenticity of this.
You should leave her name in and then see if any of our listeners can find the videos.
I'll tell you what, her real name is Sally, and she goes by Mustang Sally. So if you can find some kind of like IMDb for porn actor, I mean every porn site probably, but yeah, her name was Mustang Sally. So she pulls up in a Ford Mustang.
Have you ever gone on like PornMD and tried to look it up?
Oh, did, and they got rid of it. You know, like Arrowhead Vault, like how it's like all the people that have like drug stories. There was one that was similar to that for like a porn. It was like a porn database for a really long time, and it was like optimized through X videos, and I fucking can't find it anymore.
PornMD.com.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Is that like optimized through like it's on X videos? Like you click on it from X videos or whatever? Because I used to
I'm pretty sure it was ran by X videos before.
Yeah, like because I would go on that shit all the fucking time and just like look up like what other shit they've been in, because there's like legit movie roles that some of them, like Sasha Grey's got like a pretty stacked IMDb page, and then she like denies that she was ever in porn. But wait, back to fucking Mustang. Yeah, so the rumor was that there was a video of her where she's on some like farmhand porn compilation, and she drives a Mustang up to a horse where like on a fucking farm. The horse has a boner.
Crashes it into all the horses.
Yeah, she walks up to it, starts sucking it off, and then it comes in her fucking mouth, and then that's it. And then like the next
thing, take it. What a fucking bitch.
No, she fucking took it in the mouth.
I thought she fucking got pounded.
No, I think there's a mini horse that
impossible.
Fucking mini horse fucked someone on the video, but like then again, this is all speculation. I have no fucking. But yeah,
wonder how much she got paid back then.
Probably like $500.
Yeah,
like
not
nothing. It's like direct to VHS fucking farmhand porn. Like there's no market for that, but there's like some sick.
There's a market.
No. Like on VHS, it's like you had to special order it. So that was what the thing was. They went to it. Like the seniors went to Atlantic City, went to a porn store, special ordered it, and then they waited till a fucking study hall and library and fucking put it on a projector. And she ran out of the room crying, and the kids got like brought up on criminal charges. And that apparently was real. I don't know who
criminal
it was.
Charges for what though? For showing pornography to minors?
Disseminating porn around minors, adult films around minors. That was like I think what the charge was, but I don't know if that's like substantiated.
Free to rail.
Yeah, fucking.
They're still in jail.
Probably getting fucked upstate by Bubba.
And the horse.
But yeah, dude, fucking.
The horse was upstate for rape. He decided to keep on raping.
Did you ever get detention?
Oh yeah, I was more of a late detention. I never really had like that many disciplinary detentions. It's pretty much just like late 17 times per marking period, and you're only allowed like 3. Just walking high as fuck, like how we doing?
Dude, I got like detention for fucking shutting windows in Mr. Purdue's class. You remember how they had those like big fucking heavy ass windows at the high school?
You just slammed them.
Well, no, you weren't supposed to touch the windows in his class because he was afraid someone was gonna lose a finger. So I shut one just to spite him one day, and he gave me a fucking detention. And I just told this to my boss too, because she's a teacher and thought it was charming. But I was like, yeah, the guy he used to have all these like anthologies of like Time magazines and like fucking like Newsweeks and shit, like all the important ones. Like he had like a whole fucking shelf of those, and you weren't allowed to go look at them because some of them were inappropriate for school. Like it's public school for obvious reasons. He doesn't want kids looking at like anti-communist propaganda or like fucking like pictures of like the fucking Holocaust and shit. Like so he like he was like, because he gave me detention, he felt so bad that it was about something so stupid as like closing a window after somebody asked me to. He like let me look through the anthology. I went right to the Woodstock one where it's like 90 pages of topless naked women, like just like there's like a literal picture of a guy just getting a blowjob in the middle of a field, but it's like this big open panoramic scene, and she's like
yeah, Mr. P, that's
like,
dope.
Yeah, this is a fucking great. I love this publication. Fucking look at some fucking.
Get more detentions. Fucking look at titties every day. Bring my dick shark.
The fucking dick shark. Dick shark.
You know about sharks, Mr. P.
I think I found the dick shark the other day. I sent you a picture of it, didn't I?
I don't think so.
Oh fuck, it's downstairs somewhere. But yeah,
that should be like our podcast logo.
The dick
Sponsored
shark
by Fleshlight.
Fucking like a fucking shark.
Fleshlight Junior.
Plastic shark with one black tooth. That'd be a pretty good one. We should mock up some T-shirts with that.
That'd be dope.
Let's mark up. You remember back in the day when everybody like used to sell thongs? Like fucking spaghetti strap thongs is like their marketing thing. Like O&A definitely fucking did it. They did tube
when
tops
thongs
too.
First hit in like 2006 or whatever.
Dude, we should make thongs again. Like that would be a good one. Not that I want to see it on a fucking lady. I just want to fucking have a bunch of just be like the next fucking.
You want to see me wearing it?
Dude, I want to wear one. I want to waltz around Tuckahoe and fucking go take my garbage out in a thong.
It's legal. You have hempwick?
No, I don't actually. Fucking hippie.
Squingeal.
What are you calling me a squingeal for? Fucking
No,
light it like a fucking man. I did. You smoked it all.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
There's no way.
I used to have the yarn, man.
Hemp yarn. I have it.
Should give you an M80 and try
This
and
is how in a pinch I make hempwick.
But you just roll a little bit like you're lighting a fucking broiler.
It works.
It does work. Here you go.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
I'll relight a blunt with a lighter, but if we're just getting the party started,
We're just, you got the first one. You got to
be fresh.
It's a bit of a difficult
If
situation.
you put it out and wait a while, there's no flavor anymore anyway. Did you see the video this week of it was like Bill's Mafia Who, and there was just a full-on like rumble in the Cleveland Browns parking lot.
That sounds about right.
It started off as 2 people fighting, and then before you know it, there's like 25 people fighting, and like people don't even know who they're fighting. It's just like a fucking mosh pit.
Dude, it's like you got black people in the parking lot.
Yeah, it was like 2 white dudes fighting, and then some big black dude tried to break it up, and then the white dude shoved the black dude, and then a bunch of black dudes started jumping the white dudes.
Dude,
and that's usually how that goes.
That is how that goes. You ever seen the fucking spring break in like Miami Beach where like one white dude and one black dude square off, and then like the white dude's like buddies all hop in on the black dude, and then all the black dudes like there's always like one like 6'8", like 320 fucking just like center that's just like hanging out with them wearing fucking gold on the beach.
And shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's just like, what the fuck's going on over here? He just picks up one of them and throws them, and like their spleen explodes or some shit. Dude, fucking
they die immediately.
Spring break rules just because World Star Hip Hop is the most entertaining it is. You're like at that, either that or like Black Friday. Black Friday is pretty good for fucking World Star. Just like watching Chinese people get
Black
crushed.
Friday's the best, dude. I love those videos too, where they're just. My next life, I want my career to be the guy that just like packs the fucking Asians into the train car like sardines. Dude. They're shoving them in there, dude. That shit, I will watch the whole thing every time. It could be the same clip I've seen. It does not matter. I love that shit.
Dude, I dated a chick that she was a Taiwanese chick that lived in Japan, and they have a similar job over there. But it's like the Chinese, they just kick them. Like they'll just kick them. Like they don't
have, like,
give
these
a fuck.
big like battering rams. They're just shoving them in there.
That's
like
the Japanese. That's what they use. They have these like fucking like like
American
game
Ninja Warrior battering fucking
like the boxing glove on a fucking stick that they use on like game shows like Wipeout. Yeah, they have like something similar to that to shove people on the train. So when I was dating her, fuck, I'm gonna have to bleep her name too. When I was dating her, she lived in Japan.
We should just not bleep anymore. And just, like we have 7 listeners.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's not.
Who gives a fuck? I say that and then I'll be like, yo, cut that out.
Fucking driving me crazy. But she was telling me that when she lived in Japan, she would get jerked off on the train, like jerked off on the train all the time.
I was like, wait,
Yeah, she
Are
was
you Jim Norton? Like, this is who you were dating? She would get jerked off.
No, she would be like on the train and people would like grab her ass and like fucking like just whip their dick out and be like 3/4 of the way there and she'd like run the other way. But like, yeah.
Gentlemen.
No, not gentlemen. Just like a fucking dick snot all over your skirt. Like, you gotta
Come
go.
here.
Yeah.
I could see you getting to that point with enough cocaine.
That's a fair assessment.
Joe on like the Atlantic City Absecon line just jerking off. There's like 3 people on it and nowhere near you.
The difference
no one's even phased.
Yeah, it's like I'm not the only one doing it. Like, it's like the
you
fucking
fit right in.
Yeah, and just it's that time of night. Like, hey, just look the other way.
Walk on with a new magazine. Everyone's like, "Hey, morning, Joe." You're,
fresh stuff.
Yeah.
See,
just jerk off tram.
Dude, that's disgusting. Like, I thought about that. I thought about like how many people jerked up. Like, I had to ride the LIRR all the time when I was in college, and I was like, how many fucking bums just piss and shit and like jerk off in these trains? And like, I don't like being in New York specifically because of public transportation being such a necessity. Like, I fucking hate New York.
Because parking's fucked, so you're just like you're fucked.
It was kind of in this weird time when I was there where actually people were like afraid to drive to the city for one reason or another, and parking was like fine, but it was very limited time. Like, the last time I think I drove in the city was 2015.
Why were people afraid to drive to the city?
There was like the year I was
terrorism or like
nah, it was like they ramped up the tolls and like they would do these things called peak hours on the train, and like it was a mixture of like people ignoring when peak hours were because they weren't enforcing if you buy off peak, the ticket's cheaper, and if you're getting a round trip and you're like buying, let's say one way you're going at like 8 a.m., which is peak, but then like your return trip is like off peak, you just buy an off peak ticket and then it gets validated by the other guy when you get it. Otherwise they like would make you pay on like the back end of it. It's just this like dumb scheme that people like realized it was like a loophole. So like it was cheaper to do public transportation than like pay for parking
and tolls and gas
and everything.
And you could get hammered.
Yeah, but like I drove James to the city in 2013, and it was like I was in St. Mark's, and I found parking on the street for like $3, and it's like that never fucking happens all fucking night. $3, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I asked some guy that like lived in the neighborhood because we went up to this dude's apartment. He was James's DJ buddy. I didn't fucking blow him. Don't worry. I see the face you're making.
No, I was just thinking like, fucking the Ryan Sickler voice, the black impersonation. It's like, you're like, why is it only 3 parking here? And the black guys are like, they gonna steal your rims. Just playing that out in my mind, just like,
Dude, I had that happen.
Laugh where he's like,
I have had that happen before where I caught some dude. Actually, we got our cars broken into when we lived in fucking Nassau, Suffolk, in Hofstra. We were in the university parking lot during gang initiation week. Everybody's fucking car got broken into. And except,
what the fuck is gang initiation week?
So they have like the fucking mob pyre.
It's like Spirit Week, but for
I'm not even kidding you. They have a fucking Pyru set up there that's like they're like fucking rolling 44s or whatever, and they hang out at the Checkers after dark. So like if you go to the
combos for the set,
dude, they fucking send you that
Band bombos. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, they fucking go get the fucking $4 box, the fucking what's the chicken, the $2.99 chicken nuggets, the Bicken Buggets or whatever.
Yeah, that's insane.
Dude, they're like all about it. But then
they get a Boca-Bola.
But then they have that fucking all throughout Long Island, it's all Latin Kings, like everywhere, like except I think like Brighton Beach and like some of Brooklyn is like Jewish mob, and then like Russians on.
You see dudes like wearing colors and shit, like
once in a while. It's mostly like because they don't like rep the same. Like, it's not like
not
LA
like flag and bandanas, but like you'll see a dude with like a red hat and a red jersey, and you're like,
you would see like dudes that were all like matching in shit, but it wasn't like gang colors. It would be like all like black, white shirt. Like everybody in the set like had all black, jacket black, like bandana black, white shirt. But then like you'd see dudes down the street, they're wearing like Knicks like all of them are wearing Knicks jerseys and like Knicks hats and like Knicks shorts and shit. And like it's just something, but it's like a way where they're not flying flags, but they're flying flags. Like because it's like a little more like that was like also stop and frisk was happening at that time, so they
can't be all blooded up.
Exactly. Well, you can't fly flags in New York. I think it's like something because like too many people get shot for just because there's like people that just rock bandanas like because it's a fashion thing, and like I think that they like the Latin Kings got in trouble for shooting some chick. Wait, you know, I think it was like out in LA actually, but I know that
I just love blue bandanas.
No, did you see the fucking Latin Kings shot some girl that was deaf? She was doing sign language and they thought she was throwing fucking gang signs.
Yo, fool.
And they fucking
this bitch is fucking stunning on us, fool. I'm gonna have to smoke her ass, fool.
Dude, fucking Casper, go get the gat, man.
She a down ass bitch, fool. She ain't gonna know a hitter, man. She ain't gonna hear it coming.
Bro,
I got the silencer.
Bro, I got that fucking two-piece, man. I got the doozy. They fucking
two behind the ear.
Fucking pop, pop. They don't even know what happens, fool.
Oh my god, she's like doing like a prayer. Fucking.
No, she's fucking signing.
I know, she's like signing like fucking. No, not even. She's just like a good Christian woman, like doing like the rosary or something. Yeah. Like just fucking.
Dude, have you ever been in, like, I heard gunshots in my neighborhood when I lived up there. Like, not often, but I heard them once in a while. But the fucking craziest one was they had like, gang initiation week was, like, sometime in October. And that was, like, when everybody's cars got broken.
Is it the same week, like, every year?
Yeah, it's like, the fucking police give you a fucking, like, email, like, through the university. They're like, yo, like, don't, like, fucking leave valuables in your car, travel in packs if you're going to travel off campus. Like,
it's rolling 60s week.
There's, like, literally a fucking, a pop-up.
Packs like they are.
There's like a fucking there's like a Popeye's chicken right across the street from the freshman dorms. There's been people just like straight up gang stomped out for being white there at like 3 a.m.
What the fuck you doing in the chicken spot?
Dude, for real. Like you go in there and it's like it's like the Han Solo gang, all the chicks in the North Face with like Ugg boots and leggings and shit. It's like the Han Solo gang, and then the next
Do you know who my dad is?
It's like the next booth is just like 3 dudes like overdosing on scissor. Like, and they're just like nodding out like,
bitch.
Bro, man, this fucking shit fucking slap, man. I fucking pull my headphones out. Dude, there's this. Cool. Yo. Oh, dude, did I ever tell you about I got hit by a fucking car? Or not, like, I didn't get, like, I got rear-ended at a parking lot by 2 dudes drinking fucking scissor. I was, like, parked in the fucking parking lot. These dudes, like, pulled in and their brakes failed and they just rear-ended my car.
They failed. It was operator error.
Dude, the one dude literally, it looked like he sneezed fucking weed. He just fucking, he was rolling a blunt and it all was over the dashboard and shit. And then he looks at me, he's like, what were you guys doing? We're like, we're going to do the same thing. He's like, you want to just go separate ways? I was like, cool with me. You have any damage? He's like, not that I can see. We just went our separate ways.
See you later.
This dude was like nodded, man. He was like, bro, I didn't even see. I was like, yeah, the brakes failed, didn't they? He's like, all I feel is like my buddy's getting the blunt. He just sees me sitting in the car texting. All I feel is boom. And like, what the fuck was that?
Was there any like significant damage to your car?
No. It was like a fucking plastic bumper on the Cobalt. I popped that shit out. Like I just reached up under it and popped it out. And he was like, dude, he's like, you good? I'm like, dude, you good? And he's like, oh, I don't know,
he's
man.
Like, I'm fucking great.
couldn't feel the brakes, fool.
This chick, she was like a grade or 2 below me. She's a hooker now, and shout out to her. But her
OC class of 2012.
Her and her pimp, I think it's or follow him on IG. He flexes like Porsches and Corvettes and cool stuff.
White chicks.
Honestly, the coolest lifestyle. He's like a Puerto Rican dude with long hair. And you just got like hot white bitches sucking his dick and braiding his hair and shit.
That does sound like
drinking lean. Fucking dude, dream job. I'm in the wrong fucking career.
No, you're in the right career.
But fucking she, I don't know if it was him or her driving high on perks and lean and shit, and it was in the new Corvette that her pussy paid for it, but it's his, and they decided to go careening into the press of Atlantic City.
Wait, stop right there. I gotta fucking. Did you just say careening?
Careening.
You said careening though, like
Kareem
a black guy's name.
Abdul-Jabbar. No, I meant careening. That's fine. Get the book. They were Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhooking directly. No, they fucking drove right into the press of Atlantic City building, ground floor, and it's all glass. And they drove like into a conference room that was having a meeting. No one was hurt. Like they just Dukes of Hazzard that bitch, like right, fucking Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah,
looks like.
And then they interviewed her, and she's like, "I'm so sorry," and she looks all fucked up. She's like, "It was an accident. I was really tired, sucking dicks all night." Because it was like 7 a.m. They were probably going back to like the Econo.
Going reeing up.
No, not even. They're probably like, she was getting off her shift. She was going to like sleep till 4 p.m. He was fucking.
Dude.
Oh man.
Dude, there's this kid that I lived with in college. I won't say his name, but you can look up the article. It's still online. He used to sell weed and then gradually graduated to selling Molly and cocaine. And when we were living with him, and I didn't know this because we were like moving shit from the Silk Road at the time, and like I think the statute of limitations is over this. Like so, like we were. Was
he the Silk Road?
No, he wasn't the Silk Road guy, and I'm like in a heavily.
So you're living with two fucking.
Yeah, well, my other roommate was like the local source too. So like I had like a plug that could get me nugged that was like from Long Island. I had a plug that could get me like sheets of acid, mushrooms. We were getting Molly off the internet, like because the Molly shit, like the Silk Road back then was like 2010, 2011. So people were like treating that shit like Amazon reviews. Like if you got a bad rep, nobody would throw you business anymore. You'd have to set up shop, start a new fucking.
It's like the golden era.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It was precisely that, and it was like the first time I saw it, it was like it's like Walmart for fucking drugs. This is fucking awesome. So yeah, we got like fucking bunch of shit mailed to us. It was fucking dope, but like I mean, like this kid was just like out of his fucking mind because he was selling coke, so he's getting like a zip of coke from fucking Connecticut every other week, going through half of it and then like fucking marking up the rest of it. Yeah, exactly. Not even cooking. He was just like fucking marking it up and only selling grams. But like there would be like, so he got arrested driving 88 miles per hour down the Jersey Turnpike because he was late for a festival where he was planning on selling nitrous, Molly, cocaine, and pot. So he had 2 pounds of pot in his trunk, half an ounce of fucking cocaine.
Probably
in his
already
trunk.
like bagged.
Yeah. Well, it was
quarters and halves.
It was in like a bunch of fucking sandwich bags, but like thick, like the gallon sandwich bags, but still like it was ready for distro. But yeah, so he had that. He had a bunch of fucking coke, bunch of fucking moon rocks on him, bunch of fucking Molly. And
What's moon rocks?
Moon rocks like that hash. They call it caviar now, but it was like distillate sprayed fucking weed,
dipped
but like
in fucking
with
garbage.
Fucking, yeah, it's like
it was hype 10 years ago, but it's literally how they disguise shitty nugs. Well, because they just dip it in oil and keef, and it's gonna get you high, and that's how they pass off.
It was a festival, so he knew he could get like 4-to-1 return on it because he only bought like an ounce of that. But that was what they popped him on, like the cocaine, the Molly, because it's Schedule 2. They were like, "Fuck that! You're crossing state lines though with 2 pounds of weed and the fucking moon rocks, which has concentrate on it." Like that was what he got popped with. So yeah, he was on probation for a while. But the funniest fucking thing was, it only made it into one newspaper, and it was a newspaper where you had to pay if you wanted to comment on it. And somebody paid $3.99 to write the comment, 88 miles per hour, looks like he didn't go back in time. And it was like the dumbest fucking thing ever. But the fact that somebody paid money to write that, it just was like, I had an insult to injury. It's probably somebody
like facing a fucking
felony
10-year bid.
But no, like the last bet you probably made was...
It was sports. I was down bad. I remember the week. It was where I was like, I was just chasing $200 on 10-team NHL parlays. And like,
Jesus.
My nightly crack was like, it's like 1 a.m. What can I bet on? And basketball West Coast is still on. Oh. So let me just try and hit the over or the spread on this. And I'd be fucking... and I'd be going for like the long shot. Sometimes they panned out, but it was just like I'm betting on stuff I don't even like watching. Like it's just like, it was bad,
dude. There's like a couple of, I mean, and this was Grandma Joe bets. Like this was like back before like I started taking shit a little more seriously, like with the bookkeeping and stuff. But like I would fucking get up at like 8:30, and like I wouldn't. This was like last year during like kind of the middle of the lockdown. And it would just be like I have like Monday through Thursday off, and then I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, make like $300, and then I get to gamble with that on fucking Poker Stars because I can't go to the casino. So what was I doing? I was watching fucking British boxing at like 11:30 in the morning.
Drinking coffee
and fucking like little fucking sips of tequila here and there. Watching that. Playing,
in a robe.
In a robe, playing online poker and like micro stakes poker too, like 5 cent, 10 cents. So like max buy-ins like $10, and then putting like $2 haymaker parlays on like a plus like 4,000, like plus 4,000 with a KO. Like, and it's like it's
KO
not
first round under 30 seconds.
It's like not gonna happen, and it's like this like guy named fucking like Macaulay McGowan who just was like this fucking stiff Irish guy who does not look like he can eat a punch, and it's just like two dudes having like a strategic fucking like punch each other, like let him punch himself out, Mick, like one of those. It was so fucking degenerate. And then Korean baseball too. I watched so much goddamn Korean. Oof. Yeah, it's so bad. And
that
there's
was
like
the thing for. I mean, I still follow most of the gambling Twitter accounts I followed, and Korean baseball was like what all the sharps were on for that first.
Well, because they sent all the
Russian ping pong, and Russian ping pong was heavily like not corrupt, but what's the fucking fixed or whatever.
Yeah, totally fixed.
Like it wasn't at first, and people were making money, and then like the fix was in hard, and everyone backed off Russian ping pong.
Yeah, they see their lines start moving pretty crazy, then they're like, "This is how we launder money," and like you can't fucking like
Russian mafia.
Dude, the machine.
I think cocaine's big in Russia.
No, it's really hard to get there, but like they do get it. Like it's.
What do the Russian mafia like traffic in? What do they do?
Heroin and pills. They have a good source on because Asia is where like all the fucking what is it? Fucking sassafras forests are like, and it's like a protected thing. So like all these Russian investors go and like
it's a protected thing.
Yeah, the sassafras is like a protected species. It's like the genome of sassafras is like a very endangered like tree or something like that. Like you can just theoretically plant more of them, but like where they're indigenous, it's like they're necessary to where they're supposed to be for like
the ecosystem. But
are
they protected with the purpose of making drugs or like
no, they're protected for other reasons, but
like
because people
ecological
for eco, and I think like it helps diffuse flooding or something like that too. But like they
fucking Molly dunes.
Yeah, the sassafras forests are like they get bought up by these like shady Chinese Russian-backed Chinese companies, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna deforest this to make like cattle grazing ground or like a paper mill or a rice paddy or whatever the fuck their angel
fucking
investment
cow
is.
patties.
But in reality, it's like they're just using it so that they can hire mercenaries to go like slowly take over unincorporated land and like find where sassafras is, kick it back through China where it's refined and into like what MDMA is made out of, and then it's sent to Russia. So it's like
it's in one of those fucking vitamin facilities where they're making like all those shit where like MMA fighters get popped because they're taking like fucking Chinese creatine and it's got like horse tranquilizer in it and shit.
It's got like fucking
all gets
ketamine.
Processed in the same vault. It's got like fentanyl in it and shit.
Dude, have you ever heard about the Brazilian people where like they're refining HGH to like literally it's
like the guys with like the balloon arms and
shit. Well, fucking Mark was telling me that like if you see Brazilian, like this is his hot tip, is that like if you see Brazilian MMA fighters like fighting on a main event, chances are they have some form of like fucking HGH in their like system, because it's like so like that is what they're using. Like they treat like refining human growth hormone down there in steroids like the cure for cancer. Like they are like at such a different echelon of like making these experimental like RCs basically, and giving them to fighters just to see how like their body reacts. But they're like so below the threshold of like what HGH is like needed to pop that like they're able to just like skirt. And like anytime you see Brazilian fighters on MMA cards, it's just like, yeah, they're gonna dominate. Like all the chicks have like fucking clits the size of like
Amanda
my thumb.
Nunes.
Dude, Cyborg. There's like a picture that allegedly was like of her clit, and it like is like a little dick. And if even so, it's like an impressive fucking clit. Like
Jim Norton has entered the chat.
Dude, I like chicks that have big meaty clits. They're fucking tasty. I had a chick that actually did take she took hormone therapy back in the 90s.
I like a small one.
It's not like a small like
no,
it's
I like a small clit.
No, I like a small clit too, but like a big meaty one, it's like you just touch it and they're like, oh, it's like so fucking easy. I don't know.
I prefer that then.
Yeah, it's
I like trying to find that fucker sometimes.
Oh, no,
they're like spreading it out for you, and you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Different chicks like different shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
You're like, can you fucking like give me a pointer? Like, I want help me help you. Like, tell me what you like.
Put your foot on my head and tell me.
I'm gonna come in my pants like Joey Diaz. Yeah, I come in 2 minutes, so I'm just down there eating pussy. I'm down there jerking off.
Eat the monkey.
I make her come in and I stick it in for 30 seconds and I'm done. What do you want from me? I'm 54 years old.
Dude, I like there's this one chick that I dated for like 3 months. Her name was Sam. Fuck. Actually, I'm not gonna say her fucking last name because I don't even remember it. But Sam, I fucked her on the first date.
You don't remember her last name?
No, I dated her for 3 months.
Get the fuck out of here.
I definitely.
You just don't feel like editing.
No, I definitely forget her last name. I have a picture of her on my phone. Actually, I'll show you a picture of her. She was really cute. But she, I fucked her on the first date, and I went out for drinks with her. She touched my leg under the table, and I'm like, all right, yeah, this is a sealed deal. I was like, hey, do you by any chance know where we could procure some marijuana? And she's like, actually, I have some marijuana back at my house. And I was like, do you want to go back to your house and smoke some weed? Sure enough, 45 minutes later, we were fucking banging in her fucking bed, and I'm like raw dogging her face in the fucking headboard of the bed. So like, you know how like most people have
no
like
Connie, dude.
No, I was wearing a condom.
Oh,
I did say raw dog, and I just about to say dog.
I go raw on the first date.
Nah, it was the first date. You got to be a gentleman. I fucking brought one with me too. But anyway, wait. So it's fucking hilarious. You know how like most people have like their accoutrement on their fucking nightstand, like a clock and whatnot. So she's got her little fucking clock. Like she looks up at one point, and it's like 12:07, and she's like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, What's wrong?" I stop, and she's like, "Oh, I just realized it's my birthday." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Happy birthday!
It was like, "Happy fucking birthday!" Like just started. I gave her the business, but yeah, it was the easiest fucking layup I ever fucking had. And then I get text messages from her all day the next day. Hey, I haven't felt like that in fucking years. Thank you so much. Like. I was like, fuck, like I really fucking put one in on this chick. And then we dated for 3 months, and she told my cousin I had a big cock while she was drunk at my house, and I broke up with her.
Why'd you break up with her?
Because she was really hammered and making my cousin uncomfortable. And then she just looks at him like really hammered and goes, "You want to know something about your cousin? Wasn't
it your female cousin?
No, this is my male cousin.
Oh, what's the problem?
My cousin was just uncomfortable.
So you dumped her for this?
It was complicated.
Spill the tea, Joe. The listeners are clamoring.
She had genital fucking lesions. And it turned out that before, like, I found this out, like, not very long into
like ingrown hairs?
No, here's what happened. So
you dated a chick with herpes?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, and I used the condom every fucking time. It was in remission, and I have never, like, had any symptoms of it, so I think I'm good.
So that's why you...
Nah, that's not it. But
Herpesmatch.com. You guys weren't on Bumble. You're on fucking Humble.
Yeah, you're on Humble. Humble these nuts. But no.
She's a good egg.
Fucking squeezing kids out, gaining weight.
Cut that part out. Tina even hears me mention her name. I'm fucking...
In the doggy house?
Yeah.
Where's this fucking picture? This chick was cute. Like, she's not bad looking. No, that's the other year. Fuck, why can't I find it? Dude, this, like, I'm telling you, like, I was, like, actually impressed that I snagged this on the first date. I thought I was gonna have to jump through all sorts of hoops and shit. Like, nah, it was, like, almost instant. Like, that she, just hopped on the fucking knob.
Hopped on the old pole.
Yeah, where the fuck is this picture? Oh, there's those pictures of, here, Samantha, this chick.
Yeah, she's hot. Good for you.
Like, she's got kind of that Jim Brewer thing going on in the face, though.
Oh. That's my wheelhouse. She's a Seymour 10.
Dude, good
for you.
She was great.
We have a similar dynamic.
All right, so anyway.
I like attainable chicks.
I don't know why it took me 15 minutes to get to that. But anyway, so she's cute. So I was like banging
I wouldn't
her.
say that. She kind of looks like from Halloween Town.
With the pumpkin?
The motherfucker with the nose, dude.
I thought she looked like Jack Skellington. Completely the fucking sullen
top on crack.
Sullen eyes. But no, so she got genital lesions because like a couple months into the relationship, so she's dating this guy, and the guy proposes to her, and he just turns out she just got engaged because she thought the guy was in love with her, but she thought like, oh, I'm gonna like marry this guy and everything, and then she starts noticing things missing from her house, and then it turns out that he just got engaged to her so he could get a joint bank account, and he wiped her out so he could go buy heroin.
Damn.
So she was fucking this guy, and then like sure enough, he just abruptly leaves, and she never hears from him again.
What does that have to do with the lesions?
So she goes and gets like some random, like I guess like her pap smear, or like some fucking like just checkup and
tune up.
Like, yeah, gets a little checked under the fucking
fresh
hood.
Air freshener and that fucking smelly clam over there.
And, down in the Florida, the tuna fish. I forget what the fucking song is. You know where it's going with that.
This all started over psychiatry and cunnilingus.
But yeah, so she turns out he gave her fucking herpes, and she was like she wasn't.
That's such a fucking Pusad story, like twisting this logic. Like
I'm sure that there was like way more. She was probably slamming dope with the guy.
Yeah,
I was just fucking
sucking dick for dope. She looks like she's fucking turned a few tricks.
She had like 8 cats. Yeah, like I don't know what is it with heroin addicts just bringing in cats to their house and let them like give them like toxoplasmosis and shit. Can I get that? Can I hit that one more time?
Dude. I'm very high.
Same.
And the coffee's hitting.
Dude,
I had a coffee earlier.
You got to get a pair of the yellow glasses. It helps. Everything's just vaguely yellow for the entire day.
Let me see what it looks like just real quick. Yesterday there's smaller ones, but they're cold brew, and they're kind of small, so I was like, I'll get 2, and I just poured them in a cup of ice, a little bit of creamer. I didn't have time to go to the actual Starbucks, so I just went to Wawa. and I didn't look it up. I just drank 2 of them, and then I was on fire for like 4 hours. And I Googled it, and there's 180 milligrams in both, so I had 360 milligrams.
Holy fucking shit.
I was like, I'm really having bad anxiety today, and like I couldn't figure out why. I was on edge all day.
Fuck. I want to give you something. I don't know if you want it, actually, but, like, you're more than welcome to take it and just do science on yourself.
Butthole virginity?
Yeah, well, no, my pussy's up for grabs. Pussy's open for business, baby. Got to tighten up the old shit pussy.
Giving Joe the round of applause for the use of the phrase bussy.
Dude,
that makes me chuckle every time.
All we talk about at work is just
bussy?
Yeah, dude, just talking about Yussel's bussy. Because he rides it every day. I was like, damn, dude, you got such a tight bussy. And he's like, my pussy's not that tight. I'm like, guys, like, because you're blowing it out every night. I was like, what's it look like, a windsock in an airfield? And he's like, nah, man, it looks like one of those fucking vuvuzelas. And it was,
oh my god,
dude, that's like, it's fucking great. Like, that's all we talk. Dude, we are the gayest fucking group of people. Working in a kitchen is like absolutely like fucking a pirate ship. Like, I think Anthony Bourdain was the one that compared it to that, because it's like everybody's hot, everybody's miserable. For the most part, we're all on drugs or drinking or like something. And then, like, everybody occasionally gangs up on one waitress till she caves and fucks one of them. Unfortunately, this year there was no male wait staff to diffuse that situation. We had a couple of fucking we had one kid that we called Shrek. He was like a huge fucking dude with a fro, and he was like, he just kind of waddled everywhere. And he ended up, just go figure.
What are you doing in my swamp, donkey?
Dude, we would call him Swamp Donkey, or just be like, dude. And what's great too is that he would like, oh, I got him so bad. I played myself actually, because he gave me the straight game on this. But this fucking guy, he was like saying
these do help. Right? It's like brighter
dude,
in here.
Go to Dollar General. They have a shit ton of them. They're just blue blockers. I'll go with you after this and get you a pair. Like, they're fun.
I was just there getting a cup of coffee. I've worn them before. I had a pair of the Walmart brand motorcycle glasses for the Harley humpers that fucking only wear like the top shell helmet.
Oh yeah.
And they had like the foam around them to like keep shit out of your eyes, but
those
fell
are like
off my head in the woods, and I never found them.
Those fucking motorcycle goggles that they make are actually like mad comfortable. Just my fucking head doesn't accommodate them. I got like a strangely wide head, but like narrow eyes for my head, and it's hard to find a good pair of fitting sunglasses.
Those are great for like off-roading. That style helmet.
Those goggles or whatever.
It's the helmet. The helmet. It doesn't have a visor. You put the goggles on to protect your eyes.
Gotcha.
I have like the full face one. But I guess they're all right if you take the little visor off. But for like on the highway, that visor thing, like actually, I noticed a difference when I got the different helmet. It like puts way less strain on your neck. Like that thing for some
probably drags.
Yeah, so much drag. But like they're great. Like I don't know what difference that thing makes in the woods, but those style helmets, because you can actually fucking breathe. Like,
I think it's because it's like if you slam into the handlebars, it's kind of like the brim of your hat supposed to be like that's like I didn't know
and
this.
And to keep brush off and shit probably too.
Like make it more not aerodynamic, maybe like fucking like more dynamic when you're going into impact situation. Like, but did you ever know that like the reason that you wear a hat in baseball is like back in the day people would get hit in the fucking face all the time and they'd like die from fucking because it's like. Baseball's been around since like the 1800s, so they're like people would just fucking get like clonked on the bonkers with a fucking baseball and die because like they had
how does the hat protect?
So the brim is supposed the brim was originally supposed to be like if you're looking at the ball, generally the brim is going to be in the direction the ball is, so it's like an added thing for the ball to bounce off of and not just directly smash you in the face because your glove's probably going to be in front of your face and the brim's going to be that, so it's like
that hurts so bad when you miss and
it just bonks the top of that fucking head. Dude, I had that happen at a batting cage one time. I fucking swung, my helmet went off, I fouled the ball and it hit off something up top and bonked me on the fucking
Remember how
head.
much head trauma you would take as a kid, dude?
And you're resilient. It's fucking crazy.
I fought once at roller hockey and I'm seasick for a month. It's a whole nother fucking story. Sponsored by Blue Chew.
Dude, the fucking no, like I remember playing third base because I normally play first base or catcher when I played baseball, but for some reason fat ass Scotty was just being a total fucking dick one day and he didn't want to play fucking infield, so I had to play third base and cover the corner. There was this high fly ball that was popped up to like kind of behind third. So I wanted to play it, and Scotty Mensinger's fat ass is like, me. And I'm like, fine, it's you. I run away, turn around to face him so I can take the catch when he catches it and like throw it around. Dude, fucking just nails him right in the like right here, like right on the bridge of his nose, like above the bridge of his nose. And it was like, I was just like, heh. Like, I didn't even play the ball. I just like stood there and laughed. like
he's crying. And shit.
Yeah. Oh no, he knocked himself out. He just laid there. He was just like out. He was just out, and he was chewing gum.
That's like serial killer Tom Segura level. Fucking
I remember the coach came running out, and he was chewing gum, and all I remember was the first man on the scene was the coach, and the coach reached into his mouth and pulled his gum out because it was going down his throat, and he was like, Scotty, like trying to like get him like to snap back to it, but it was like he was just out for like a good 13-14 seconds, and like,
so you're gonna say minutes? Oh, like,
no, he was out for like a couple seconds, but like he was just like completely
most
binked.
Kids in that situation, I don't know how old you were, but like, most kids are like crying and freaking out, like,
no,
we need the doctor.
I was like 12. I was already a jaded asshole.
Like, oh, dude,
fucking scumbag.
Yeah, what age? I think around 6th grade when school became semi-challenging. I had straight A's up until middle school. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I had angled away from coughing. I had straight A's up until like middle school, and then it kind of got challenging in 6th grade. Like, it wasn't hard, but you had to like not be a lazy piece of shit.
Yeah.
And like that's when I was like, life is bullshit. Like,
it's a lot.
Fucking elementary school, you started at like 9 a.m., ended at 3. Middle school, they're like, we're gonna start at 7:30. Like, no, that's fucking garbage. Like 7:30 to 2:30 versus 9 a.m. to 3. We got fucking gypped.
We did get
9 a.m. school was fucking sick. I didn't even mind it. Like,
it's just so because like high school teachers I think make slightly more than middle school teachers, and I think it's like so they can justify paying them like slightly more.
And it's a scheduling thing, I believe, too, for the buses. You bring the older kids in first, and then you send them back out to bring in the fucking
juniors,
the young fucks.
Dude, I can't believe like I thought like I haven't thought about like riding the bus in a really long time, but it's like that time of year where like all the buses are rolling around Upper Township. Like, dude, I remember all the people I used to just give the finger to.
I was behind them on the dirt bike, and all the kids were like telling me to fucking do a wheelie, and I'm just like, fuck you, little shits. I don't know how. I was just doing like a little weave back and forth, like, this is all I got.
Dude, that have you heard that fucking song? And every fucking chick in my fucking peripheral vision is all about it, where it's like that song.
It sounds familiar,
dude. Every fucking time it comes on the radio, it's like I think that there's like some MK Ultra shit going on with chicks and music, because they all fucking freeze up and start singing that song like in a weird fucking way, where like it's like I watch them do it like from afar. I don't know what the song is. It's that it like I just kind of harmonized it, but it's a song that if you close your eyes and imagine a Puerto Rican chick with like a lot like very jacked biceps coaching a spin class and just yelling things at you in like semi-Spanish and like trying to be really motivational and positive towards women and really shitty and mean towards dudes. That's who I imagine is singing this song, like some kind of like in shape Nicki Minaj. But yeah, like it's just that, and they all freeze up and start singing it. Like I'll be like watching them do something, and then it's like it comes on, and they're just like, and they start like dancing and singing. It's like, are you guys like under some fucking weird hypnosis? Like, fucking music is engineered to fucking like do something. I know for a fact they're making it louder. Do you know that? Like over the last like 20 years, music has gotten exponentially louder, like by the decibel rate that they release on samples, like on like iTunes and shit. Like if you go and like look at how loud music was,
isn't that just like technology advancing?
Not really. It's like there's no like because there was like a bell curve to it, or like a no, what is it, like a parabola or whatever, where you like there was it was going up at an exponential rate, and then for whatever reason like 20 years ago it just spiked. It started going up like double what it normally would be going up, if not more, and then just getting exponentially louder ever since. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, there's this dude Paul Joseph Watson who like everybody already thinks I'm a fucking Nazi, but he does do his research on a lot of fucking stuff. He's on Ant's show a lot. Like he's pretty fucking smart. He's that dude that the British dude,
Nazi.
Yeah, Nazi, exactly. He's that British dude that has the map of the globe behind him, and he's like soy boy, like everybody fucking memes him doing that where his lips are huge. Like anyway, yeah, he was talking about like how music is like it's supposed to be like an expression thing, but they make it like in this hypnotic way where it's like all the same beat and it's all just like this like very catchy kind of like almost like hypnotic thing, and it's like an MK Ultra style thing, like it's like some kind of mass hypnosis. And I'm like, it doesn't seem that like, it's weird. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like fully buying into this, but like,
no, that's totally a thing.
It's fucking like weird watching like them all like just snap into it at the same fucking time.
It's the beats and like the hertz or whatever, like the frequency.
Yeah, frequency.
That shit's real though. Certain rap songs, depending, like some shit like brings you the fuck down. Like the beat and like like.
I had to stop
brings
listening.
You to like a dark place.
I had to stop listening to Odd Future for that reason.
Oh,
like that.
That's like the prime example, dude.
Yeah, like,
that shit.
I was like, there's something off about this shit.
This shit is dark.
Because like if you watch like Loiter Squad or whatever,
they're
seem
satanic
like,
as fuck. Dude.
Yeah,
Their Wolfgang, but their thing is golf wang. It's
yeah.
backwards. It's fucking all upside down crosses and like 666.
Yeah, like they're just like goofy guys. It just doesn't seem like it's like there's got to be some deeper shit because they got their teeth so
they're
far.
They're industry plants.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just
like, do they have like just because you know more than me like about this? Like, do they have like street cred in like the rap community, or they kind of seem like a joke, like kind of like the way Snoop Dogg?
Odd Future isn't barely even a thing anymore.
Really,
they haven't dropped in 10 fucking years, or
really
8, 7 years.
That's how in touch with rap I am.
Well, they all have individual careers, but
I know Tyler
I don't think
does.
they're. Yeah, Tyler's like the only mainstream celebrity, and in the rap game, I think Earl Sweatshirt gets his due. He's nice, and then like Damo still has a semi-successful career. He's nice.
Who's the fat guy? Because I know he's like the big dude from Loiter Squad is their DJ, but then there's fat dude. He had his like
Jasper.
Yeah, he had his like own thing going on where he was like doing reality shows and shit.
Yeah,
too,
he does his thing. I don't know. He doesn't even really rap. He was just like a character or whatever.
Yeah, he was like a part of the crew.
Yeah, but I don't know. Haji had tons of tats, and he fucking got his whole arms just covered in black ink, just like covered all of them.
That's fucking
looks
strange,
demon, dude. But he's been he ghost wrote for fucking Bow Wow. That was the Tyler bar. I don't know if that's a real thing, but apparently Haji's been in the rap game forever. So they all still like rap, but they haven't dropped a collective song or album in a long time.
Do they like do anything like in the like obviously like, you know, it's like whoever gets like the freshest single or whatever out is like, you know, that's how you like dictate like your relevance, I guess, or whatever. But like, do they like if like they pop up or do something, does it still get like a pretty big turnout? Like, do they still have like celebrity status?
Oh, okay. For sure. They did. I don't know about COVID, but every year they would still do this thing called like Camp Flognaw or something. It was like a big festival. Flognaw is just golf wang backwards. Yeah.
Where would they do that shit?
Cali.
Right on.
Yeah, LA, wherever the fuck.
I was like talking to someone the other day about how I hate music festivals, and they're like, no, you got to do it. I was like, I don't know how I feel.
Fuck that.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm old, dude. A single concert wears me out. I don't need to go to 18 of them in a day.
And like camp there, like around like people shitting in buckets, like
no,
and like on fucking drugs, just wandering about, pretending that like you have to like be like cool with like, oh, you're on acid. Like I understand. Like if you just like, it would just kill me. Like it. I told some story the other day about like when I was on Molly one time. I went to this club my buddy was DJing at, and this kid came up to me like right after I walked in, and I'm like fucking frying, like my pupils are huge, and I just like walk into this place, and Mark's in front of me. This guy comes up to me, he's got those like glow gloves on with like the fingertips are like different colors, and they do this fucking shit. No. So that kid walks up to me.
Remember when that was like a thing?
This was like 2012. It was like peak that shit.
Like so there was like contests for fucking
glove shows.
Woo.
Yeah, this guy comes up to me and he's like, "You want a show, man?" And I turn to Mark and I'm like, "Hey," like I'm grinning ear to ear too because I'm frying. I was like, "Hey, if you don't get this guy away from me, I think I'm gonna break his nose." And Mark's like, "You might want to like get away from him."
Fuck
like,
off.
Yeah, he was not. He was like, "Oh," like, "Oh," like, "Oh," like, "Oh," like,